You think that's a real handshake?
You just lost your deal.
What? You can't do that!
It's done, watch me.
The ballroom was filled with investors, executives, and reporters, all waiting for the final moment that could change everything for Carson Dynamics. The struggling tech company was on the edge of collapse, and tonight's meeting could secure the one deal that might save it. Emily Carson, the company's sharp-tongued vice president and daughter of the founder, stood confidently near the center of the room, greeting guests. Cameras flashed while executives whispered about the massive $220 million investment expected to close tonight. Then a man quietly walked into the room. He wore a simple navy shirt and carried himself with calm confidence. Some people glanced at him, unsure who he was, but those who knew the deal recognized him immediately. Marcus Reed, the private investor whose firm controlled the funding that Carson Dynamics desperately needed. Marcus approached Emily politely. He smiled and extended his hand. For a brief moment, the room went silent. Instead of shaking his hand, Emily stared at him with a smirk. Then she slowly raised her palm as if stopping him. "Handshake," she said loudly enough for people nearby to hear. "Get lost." A few nervous laughs rippled through the crowd. Several guests lifted their phones, sensing drama. Marcus lowered his hand calmly, his expression unreadable. Emily continued, clearly enjoying the attention. "You think you can just walk in here like you belong?" she said mockingly. "This event is for serious investors." The room suddenly felt tense. Some executives exchanged worried looks. One of the senior board members stepped forward, whispering urgently to Emily. But it was too late. Marcus finally spoke, his voice steady and calm. "I'm Marcus Reed," he said. "My firm is the one funding the $220 million investment your company has been negotiating for the past 6 months." The color instantly drained from Emily's face. Phones stopped moving. Conversations died. Every eye in the room locked onto them. Marcus looked around the ballroom, then back at Emily. "I came here tonight to finalize the deal," he continued. "But respect is the foundation of every partnership." He paused for a moment that felt like forever. "And unfortunately," he said, "your company just showed me exactly what kind of partnership this would be." One of Carson Dynamics' board members rushed forward. "Mr. Reed, please, this is a misunderstanding." But Marcus calmly raised his hand. "No misunderstanding," he said, "just a very clear message." He pulled a folder from his briefcase and handed it to the board member standing nearby. "This was the final contract," Marcus said. "Was." A wave of whispers swept across the room as people realized what was happening. Emily stepped forward quickly, her confidence gone. "Wait. Mr. Reed, I didn't know." Marcus met her eyes calmly. "That's the problem," he replied. "You didn't bother to know." Then he turned and walked toward the exit while dozens of stunned guests watched. Within minutes, the news spread through the ballroom like wildfire. The $220 million deal was gone. Investors began quietly leaving. Executives started making urgent phone calls. Carson Dynamics' leadership team stood frozen as the reality hit them. One moment of arrogance had just cost them the deal that could have saved their company. And it all started with a handshake that never happened.